Hey guys, so welcome to again a little bit of a discussion, and this one's more to do with Breckenridge, Colorado, and what you're going to be doing actually for your case studies in class. Now, just before we get started, one thing to really think about it is imagine 2013 in the United States. You're a little medicinal marijuana grow up, and you're only allowed to sell marijuana to people that have a prescription. What happens is on New Year's Day between 2012 and 2013, or I think it's 2013 and 2014, the state of Colorado decides to legalize marijuana. And the big challenge is the federal government does not support this at all. There's still the drug war and the war on crime. There's all these challenges. And there's little boutique medicinal marijuana grow up run by these two hippies, and they're on the main street in Breckenridge, Colorado. And for everyone from Vancouver, if you've never been to Colorado before, it's like Whistler. The skiing's amazing. There's people everywhere, and for this little marijuana grow up, it becomes a huge crisis. And so what we gotta do is we gotta look at, well, what's happening here? How do we deal with all these problems, and what are we gonna look at? So right here, you see the case studies as they are. And so what you're going to do ahead of time is you're actually watch these documentaries, and this will give you more detail as to what's happening. And I suggest you do that. And there's roughly three case studies we're going to do. There's one in class where we do discussions, and you guys are going to actually present your ideas, doing a pestle and a crest and Portus Five Forces and all these things that you're going to learn, all these different topics. And I know you're probably like, well, what the heck do all these mean? That will come later. And you can kind of see, and then case two and case three are both written, and you put them in. Now, the first one, case number two, that's marketing research, where you're going to do a survey and you're going to do some research and you're going to compile the results. And you're going to look at, well, what's going on here? What are the problems, and how do we deal with all the marketing issues surrounding this? And what do we do in these situations? So you're going to kind of look into that. And then case three, it's kind of continuation where you're going to look at all the promotional problems and how to solve them. So again, you gotta go through the details. And if you're wondering how to connect, you can either try watching it here, you can search it on YouTube, or you can go and you can watch the Higher Profits first episode here. And again, that's just YouTube all over again. It's just another link. So that should kind of give you enough detail so you know sort of what's going on with the case studies. The last thing I'd say is before you guys go to start writing up a case study, there's this case analysis discussion and brainstorming sheet. So I want you guys to download this. I'm gonna get you guys to open it. I'm hoping my system just runs here. Let's see, will it open up? I think Word's opening as we speak. Let's see here, I'll try one more time. Again, sometimes these things take time, especially when you're going live and you're trying to deal with all this. It should be opening. Let's see if Word will pop up here. So again, we're just waiting for Word to pop up for the case analysis worksheet. I can see it's supposed to open. It's thinking. Again, I'll have to edit this out later. It looks like my Word's not responding. That can happen when you're doing live streams. I mean, these things just do occur. Maybe I should, so we're just gonna ignore, force quit. Sorry you had to see all this, but it just kind of happens. Let's do this again. So we're gonna download, and we'll see if Word decides to open here. Again, it's just kind of one of these challenges. We'll wait. Words popping up. We're just still waiting. So again, while we're waiting for this, with the case studies, this worksheet is your outline. It is what is going to help you to really set about doing things. So, okay, awesome. It's popped up now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this document here, and it says right off the bat, this is a framework you can use to help you before you write, I would say, like a 1.5 page response. So what you're going to do is you're going to clearly define what the issue is. What are the problems? What have you seen? And pick one specific one and go through it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to analyze the case. What did you learn? Is a SWOT analysis needed? Is a Portus Five Forces? What are you going to use to kind of help kind of document what's going on? And then list any relevant facts or figures or details. What are the main insights? And the thing about a case study is it requires looking at the problem, saying, okay, the government's not supporting this at the federal level, and we need to get lobbyists in. So put recommendation one, they should hire a lobbyist. Not that that's actually really going to work in the situation, nor would it be a good usage of time. Use the concepts about lobbying and what that means. Recommendation two, they need to create a super spaceship. How does this solve the issue? What happens? Select your best one and why, and then measure for success. Literally put this side by side with your Word document when you write your case study, and then that way you kind of are following through in what's going on. So again, if there are any other questions about case studies, how to do them, or what it's about, I really hope this quick little discussion does kind of help to address that. And again, if there are any other concerns or things that you have that you're concerned about, again, just let me know so that I can help you. Again, these are things that can always be challenging to look at, to understand, and so we really got to ensure that we're going through it. But case studies can be a lot of fun. It's just a challenge of learning to write them.